kind of just came in, eh? Not often am I speechless. I just can't. I can't with these longing ones. God, it sucks to be human sometimes. But why won't you chase after me? You know me. Ooh. Yes! Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Ooh, I love how this sounds. Okay. It's like the most human thing to want connection. It's heart-wrenching though, but it sounds so good. I want to cry, but it sounds too good. Oh, this is giving me chills everywhere. Ooh, okay, fun. I'm just wanting to capture that moment. I am so excited to be back doing Mitski. It's been a rough couple weeks, so I actually took a little bit of a break. Mitski is someone who I'm loving this journey, but it is daunting, it is deep, and it does force you to kind of face your shadows, and I need to be in a mentally healthy place to do that because I really don't want to fall apart. And so, yeah, I had to take a little bit of a break. It's been a rough few weeks, but I'm getting by as I always do. I have all the tools. We're still doing the meditating and the grounding, and you know, life goes up and down, and I've just been in a lot of down, purging a lot of darkness, and that's important. That's a really important part of life. And so I appreciate it, but like I said, it's been easier for me to just listen to more easy listening, like even more shallow stuff. There's a place, honestly, there's a place for me in my heart anyway with music. There's a place for different types of music, and I haven't been in the space to really take in Mitski. I could have listened to it and then just kind of like dissociated the whole time, but it means too much to me to do that. And this mission means too much. I want to share my thoughts and feelings and like really immerse myself in it. And so in order to do that, I just have to make sure I'm healthy before we do that. So that's what we did. I'm back. I'm feeling still kind of yucky, but better and in a much better place. And I do feel excited to tackle this. That was a long intro, but it needed to be said. Hello, welcome to Passion Dump of an Autist. My name is Valerie. If you love everything Mitski, then this is a great channel for you because we were doing a full deep dive. We're doing not only the discography, but also live performances and music videos and any other little bonus material, interviews and things like that we have available. And so if that sounds good to you, then make sure to like and subscribe, hit that bell so that you get notified when I put out another Mitski video. I also have a Patreon where I put up my uncut reactions. That is absolutely the best place if you're loving my content because I'm super consistent there and you get the content. And I know there's a bunch of videos that I haven't edited yet that are up on Patreon that I don't even know if they're going to make it to YouTube. So if you're seeing stuff in my community tab that I'm putting out and you're like waiting for it to come on YouTube, it might. I do my best, but it also might not. So if there's anything there that you're excited about, go check it out and check the link in the description. It's a great way to support the channel. Okay, so today we are doing Be the Cowboy, and I have no idea what that even means, but I'm excited to find out. Okay, I have no idea what we're getting into. Okay, first one is called Geyser. Geyser. What is a geyser? It's like I need to know. It's like the like a I clearly don't know. Yeah, I do, but I don't. Okay, here we go. A hot spring in which water intermittently boils, sending a tall column of water and steam into the air. Yeah, like I never would have come up with that definition on my own, but I like could see, clearly I could see it, but I didn't really understand what was happening. Let's see what that has to do with Mitski. Oh, that kind of just came in, eh? We're at a funeral or something.
You're my number one.
Oh.
You're the one I want, and I've turned down every hand that has beckoned me to come.
Not often. If you've been with me from since the beginning, you'll know. Not often am I speechless. Normally, I go on and on for hours about one line in a song. This is an experience. This is very experimental and it's making me see things. And when I say that, not all music does this, but some very atmospheric music really, I mean, you could even say, if we're like talking in a spiritual sense, and I do believe in kind of spiritual things, certain music sometimes like channels in images to me. And this was doing that. It's really activating that for me, and I don't even know how to, yeah, that's weird for me to even say in public, to be honest. I feel vulnerable to even say that. I was getting all kinds of downloads. Jesus. That was making my third eye just like, okay, I feel like we're getting inside her brain a bit here, which is interesting. This is very atmospheric. I'm terrified. We will keep going, but I need to take a second. That was terrifying. I'm terrified. Let's do it. We're gonna surrender to it. It comes in so abruptly, too.
You're my number one. You're the one I want, and I've turned down
Oh my god.
every hand that has beckoned me to come.
Oh. This is giving me chills.
You're my number one. You're the one I want, and I've turned down every hand that has beckoned me to come. 'Cause you're the one I got. You're the one I got. So I'll keep turning down the hand.
My nervous system is so confused. My nervous system doesn't know if it needs to protect me or if we're soothed now. It's so confused. My body is confused. It doesn't know how to react to this music because the beginning is terrifying. It was like making my hair stand up on my arm, and then as we go on, there was like this switch where it starts like settling in and it starts like being a little bit more soothing, which is so interesting because I mean, metaphorically, just even from a sonic landscape point of view, sometimes emotions do that. Like sometimes you get geyser, I don't know, these geysers. Can I bring in the title to this? Feeling? Yeah, kind of, because it's so, like, even the way it starts, like I said, it was so abrupt. It comes on so abruptly, and then there's like that little like that like is terrifying, that makes me jump scare, even though I know it's coming. We've heard it twice now, and I jumped the second time as well. And then it starts like settling in and being, and I feel like sometimes your brain does that, or like emotions can do that, where it feels abrupt at first, but then you're able to kind of like soothe it. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling. It's what I'm feeling.
That beckon me to come. Oh, I'm a geyser, feel it bubbling from below.
Okay, okay.
Hear it call to me constantly, and hear the harmony only when it's harmony. It's
Ah!
not real enough. But I will be the one you need, the way I can't be without you. I will be the one you need. I just can't be without you.
I just can't. I can't with these longing ones. I can't fucking. I can't. I literally can't with these ones that she writes about deep longing and fucking geysers bubbling inside. Like, I literally can't with those ones. I can't. God, the first song, and I've got rage inside. Not at her. But she's bringing to the surface this bubbling inside that I have, that I try so hard to, you know, it's funny, even talking about, like, in the introduction, when I was talking about, you know, having all the tools and doing all the things. I'm the type of person that does all the fucking things. See, there's anger and rage right now that I'm expressing, that I'm just gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it because Mitski is giving me the fucking permission to go with it, clearly. And I do all the fucking things. I meditate every fucking day of my life. I journal. Oh my god. This is why I didn't do Mitski before today, because if you can believe it, I'm having a better day today. I'm less sensitive today. I'm more grounded today. If you can fucking believe it. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. Well, that had a visceral reaction. Let's talk about it in a more logical sense now that I've breathed and have calmed myself. I think it triggers this deep wound that I have. It all goes back to Lush and Eric, that situation, that no matter how hard I fucking try to let go, it stays with me. And so when someone like Mitski, who's so raw in her writing, discusses this topic, it obliterates me, because it's too honest, too truthful, too raw. I'm fairly, because it's been a long time now, and because out of coping, you have to move on, right? Like, you have to move on. So you do what you need to do. Like I said, you do all the things. You do the meditation, you go to therapy, you do the journaling, like literally all the things I am actively doing. I'm not taking a back seat and being like, "Ah, I'm just feeling all these things but not dealing with them." No, 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 like I'm literally dealing with them on a daily basis, but I'm fucking exhausted. I don't want to deal with it anymore. God, it sucks to be human sometimes. I channel it. I do. I even channel it into art and poetry, which I think is also a really beautiful thing to do. I feel it bubbling from below. Yeah, oh my God, hear it call, hear it call, hear it call to me constantly. Oh my God, that I started breaking during that. This is a beautiful line. And hear the harmony only when it's harming me. You can't move on from someone, and it's like, it's fucking up the rest of your goddamn life because you're putting so much energy into this one thing. You're not trying to, but it just is. Your energy is just going there, and then you've got nothing left for anybody else. It's not real, it's not real, it's not real enough. I don't know what she means by this, but it resonates with me where it's like, when you are so longing for somebody that, you're not really talking to or you're not with in actual reality, it's so fucking confusing. Like you literally feel like you're going crazy because you're like, what? Like, why do I feel this way? So thanks, Mitski, for bringing that all back. No, that was a beautiful song though. That I loved that. That broke me though, for sure. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next 2-minute song that's clearly gonna break. I'm just kidding. Okay. Why didn't you stop me? Here we go. Ooh, that's cool.
I know that I ended it, but why won't you chase after me? You know me better than I do.
Oh, fuck.
So why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop me and paint it over?
God damn it. So this is now in my head, how I'm resonating with it is, again, I am on the other side. Sometimes Mitski writes from a more avoidant or runner type of perspective. Like she runs from connections and avoids emotions. And as someone who has in the past, although I feel like I am finding more safety and security within myself the more I go on. So I don't know if I would even identify with an anxious attachment anymore because I do feel secure in myself, even though I just had a massive meltdown over that last song. Attachment styles are kind of just connected to your behavior and how you're able to connect in with yourself and act and react based on your feelings and emotions and whether you are secure in that and trust yourself in that. Like, it's okay to have an emotion. It's just, how do you deal with that emotion? Do you run? So are you like an avoidant, or do you hold on tighter, being like an anxious attachment, or do you sit with the emotion, process it, sit with yourself? That's where, maybe in my opinion, where the secure attachment would come in. It's not that secure people aren't feeling emotions, it's how they're anyways. My point is, a lot of her writing, not always, but I've noticed a pattern where often she does write from that kind of runner type perspective, which, fair enough. Like I said, I do the opposite, or I have in the past done the opposite. And so when she writes in this way, it automatically flips my brain where it's like, oh shit, I'm seeing into the mind. I'm like looking back to while I was behaving in this anxious attachment style, that was attracting people who were more avoidant attachment. And so it's like, it feels like I'm getting into the mind of all these people from my past that ran from me, and I chased them, and I felt like I had to like hold on for dear life and chase them. And so it's a wild experience for me. It just automatically, my brain just goes to these people, and it makes me think of these people, and it's annoying. I don't want to think of these people. Why didn't you stop me? It's so interesting though, because literally, I felt this energy though from a past person where it was like I was holding on for dear life and chasing until I had enough self respect for myself that I was like, hey, enough. I am not doing this anymore. Ended, not ghosted, but was like, I can't be friends with you. I can't, like, I need space, basically. Put down boundaries. Took me too long to do, but I ended up doing that, which was a really nice show of self-care, self-love. Really proud of myself for doing it, even though it took me too long, but I still did it. But then I felt the energy switch, right? When that person was like, all of a sudden, I wasn't chasing anymore. And then that person was like, but why aren't you chasing me anymore? They didn't say that. God, no. They have way too much respect for themselves to do that, which I respect that. That's good. But because I'm so in tune with energies, I could still feel that energy of like, oh, she actually meant it. Why isn't she chasing me? I thought you would chase me. I thought, and I can feel that. Anyway, so it's interesting. It feels like the song is in that person's point of view, and it's annoying. But I like it. Let's do it again and try to get through it. Okay.
I know that I ended it, but why won't you chase after me? You know me better than I do.
Yeah.
So why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop me and paint it over?
Paint it over. Ooh. I like this. I really like this sonically. Ooh. Yes! I like this. That's so cool.
I look for a picture of you to keep in my pocket, but I can't seem to find one where you look how I remember. Look how I remember. Look how paint it over.
Ooh. Okay, we will do this amazing outro, but I just want to, while my brain is still thinking of the lyrics, really, really interesting. It's like it's like she just wants to hold on to this memory of how it was. This moment, I need to remember you. I can't find any pictures of you where you look how I remember. Just like having this regret and wanting to hold on to this moment that is no longer. It doesn't exist anymore. Paint it over. That's a really powerful lyric. Yeah, she just wants to hold on to and like paint over that impulse to run. There's regret there. She just wants it to paint over. It's really sad. It's actually really sad because people who have more avoidant tendencies, kind of runners in the relationship, it's still coming from a really similar wound as the anxious attachment person, which obviously I resonate with more because that's how I acted out of my wound. But learning more about it, it really comes from a similar place. It's still coming from kind of like rejection and abandonment wounds. It just manifests differently. In order to not get hurt, I have to be the one to end things first. I have to be the one to run, because if I don't, I can't handle the rejection that in my head is just inevitable, because that is how I grew up. That's how my parents made me feel. That's how whatever relationships in the past have made me feel. So I have to be the one to run first in order to protect myself. It makes a lot of sense when you think about it that way. And then obviously the anxious person, the one like me, it's again, that version of myself definitely did the opposite, where it was like, I need you for my own sense of worth. I need you to be with me and never leave me. So I'm going to hold on as tight as I can and give you and give you everything, shower you with love, drown you, strangle you with my love so that you'll never leave me. I mean, I know why I did that, because love was conditional for me. The way I was raised with my mom, love was conditional. You know, she loved me when I was doing something for her, or she loved me. Sorry, that sounds awful, but listen, my mom gave me a lot of care and affection, and I am very grateful for that. But true love, in my opinion, isn't conditional. And so that's why I put that in quotations. I'm reading a really good book, a bell hooks book that I probably should have read a long time ago, but it's the one about love. I can't remember what the title is, but it's absolute, well, everything from bell hooks. It's given me a lot of insight into love and the way we conceptualize love, and it's very eye-opening. It's very sad in some ways too, when you realize that you have not really been given the love you deserve in life. It's very sobering, but I'm coming at this from that perspective where it's just, yeah, it's very interesting. Sorry, I went on a rant that I don't even know how to come back from. It's I have a lot of empathy for this abandonment wound, though. I like these like synths. So cool. Sonically, this is a really interesting song for me. Thematically, it's a lot. But sonically, I'm vibing. I love this. I'm really resonating with this record so far sonically, like more than some of her other stuff. And listen, you see, I have a love, and, you know, I've loved everything I've listened to thus far. But for my personal taste, sonically, this is it for me so far. I mean, we're only 2 songs in, but there's a more cinematic feeling. It's really rich compared to some of her other stuff, and I'm here for that. I fucking love it, with the same deep, raw, poetic lyrics. This is everything for me. Both of these last 2 songs have done that for me. I mean, they've cracked my heart open too, but okay. Old Friend, here we go.
We nearly drowned for such a silly thing. Someone who loves me now better than you.
Oh.
And that pretty friend is finally yours, and I'll be around on Sunday if you'll meet me at Blue Diner. I'll take coffee and talk about nothing, baby. At Blue Diner, I'll take anything you wanna give me, baby.
Interesting. We nearly drowned for such a silly thing. Someone who loves me now better than you. So someone got in the way. There was a third party that got in the way. And that pretty friend is finally yours. Oh, interesting. I'll be around on Sunday if you'll meet me at a Blue Diner and talk about nothing. This one, I'll take anything you want to give me, baby. Yeah, it just feels like that idea of just wanting to take anything this person will give you because you just want those, you want something, you want a piece of this person. Even though it's not, like, if you really think about it, that's probably not what you're looking for. You probably want more than that. But it feels too painful to just completely let someone go sometimes. And it's like, I'll just take anything that you're willing to give me. And that's a really sad and vulnerable place to be in. But I think most people could probably relate to that feeling, even if they didn't act on it. It's a hard thing to not abandon yourself sometimes and to take bare minimum from someone because you're like, I just needed something from you. Anything, whatever you're able to give me.
I haven't told anyone, just like we promised. Have you? Every time I drive through the city where you're from, I squeeze a little. Meet me at Blue Diner. I'll take coffee and talk about nothing, baby. At Blue Diner, I'll take anything you wanna give me, baby. At Blue Diner, I'll take coffee, talk about nothing, baby. Blue Diner, I'll take anything you wanna give me, baby.
Beautiful. I'm having a hard time figuring out whether this is like a platonic old friend or if there's like a deeper, more romantic edge to it. I haven't told anyone, just like we promised, have you? Like, it feels like it could be like the secret, like similar to some of the stuff in puberty too that felt more secretive. It kind of gives me that vibe a little bit, but very, very interesting. I love the sound of that one as well. Okay, this one is called A Pearl. A Pearl. Here we go.
You're growing tired of me.
Oh, okay.
You love me so hard and I still can't sleep. You're growing tired of me and all the things I don't talk about.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't want your touch. It's not that I don't want you.
okay. So she is feeling, and this kind of goes with what I'm talking about, I think, with that runner, more avoidant type tendency to like close your heart and to protect yourself. This happens. A lot of humans do this, and I don't blame them. It's really hard to, when you've been hurt so many times, it's really hard to open your heart back up. And so there's certainly no, I hope you guys never feel judgment when I discuss these things, because I feel absolutely no judgment when I talk about these things. Like towards anybody who feels this or towards Mitski, of course. But she just brings up so many raw, real emotions that are really worth discussing. It's so human and it's beautiful in a way, but really, really sad as well. But yeah, I'm feeling like all the things I don't talk about. Sorry, I don't want your touch. So she's being, even though she's in this relationship with this person and she feels that this person, you love me so hard and I still can't sleep. This person, she feels loved by this person, but she's still very distant, even though she's with them physically. emotionally, she still has kept them at a distance, I feel like, and, isn't really letting them in to her thoughts, to her feelings necessarily. And she feels that person growing tired of her because we long for connection, right? Humans. And especially if she's with someone who isn't also emotionally distant, it would become tiresome to always feel like you have to, like, kind of pull things out of people, pull their emotions out, pull their, and always feel like you have to be the one to reach out. Not physically, I just mean like reach out emotionally. It's not that I don't want you. I can't take your touch. It's just that I fell in love with a war. Nobody told me it ended. Yeah, so she feels like because of these hurt and pain that she's gone through, these past experiences that felt like a war, like that's a metaphor, obviously, she got really used to having to protect and defend herself. Nobody told me it ended. I didn't know it ended. I'm still here defending my heart, defending myself. I don't know how to not do that. Beautiful. It's such a stunning way to express these feelings, these very real human emotions and feelings that I'm sure a lot of people relate to. Like I said, I don't relate to this side of it because I'm the opposite in many ways, where I've actually had to learn to be more careful with my own heart and protect my own heart. I've had to learn to do that in my years because I have such an open heart. Like I guess the trope is a person that wears their heart on their sleeve, right? I wear my heart on my sleeve, which means it's not protected and it gets hurt, and I just keep doing it until I realize, shit, I need to like actually learn to set boundaries with people. I need to learn to set boundaries with myself and stick to them and trust my own discernment. So I'm coming at it from literally the opposite point of view, where I could actually learn to take some of what she's doing, and like the two ends of the spectrum, basically. Somewhere you got to find a balance in that, in protecting yourself, yes, but also staying open so that you and trusting yourself to let the people in that actually resonate with you and that feel right in your soul, right? But it's a balance because you don't want to let, like I said, I let everybody in, and that's very harmful as well. It's also harmful to yourself, like I said, to just completely close off and protect yourself so that you don't let anybody in. So it's learning to find that balance of protecting, but also knowing when to open and when to receive, when to give, when to receive. These things are all balance. It's a dance. It's a really tough dance of trying to balance these things. And it's really cool for me to, like I said, it's when she writes about some of these things, it's from the other end of things, which actually helps me in many ways because I'm seeing different perspectives, and it's able, I'm able to take that and balance myself out more. It's really cool.
Sorry, I can't take your touch. It's just that I fell in love.
Yes. Oh, I love this.
Nobody told me it ended, and it left a pearl in my head, and I roll it around every night just to watch it glow.
Oh, beautiful.
Every night, baby, that's where I go.
That is so interesting. And it left a pearl in my head. Pearls. That's such an interesting metaphor. And I roll it around every night just to watch it glow. Sorry, my brain is like spinning with that metaphor. How is a pearl created? From an oyster. Sorry. Okay, when a mollusk, like an oyster or mussel, forms layers of crystalline substance to protect itself. Oh, okay. Now I'm getting it. This is that metaphor when I was literally talking about protecting her heart before I even knew really what a fucking pearl was. Like, I know what a, you know what I mean? You know when you like know and you like know it comes from an oyster, but you haven't really like thought about that process, and then you come across this and you're like, shit, I actually know, I need to know this process for me to understand this metaphor. So we're learning things. Okay, to protect itself from an irritant such as a parasite or a piece of debris. This protective coating, known as mother of pearl, slowly builds up around the irritant, eventually forming a pearl. Wow, that is a stunning metaphor for what we're talking about then. Holy shit. Nobody told me how it ended and left a pearl in my head. And I roll it around every night just to watch it glow. Every night, baby, that's where I go. This layer of protection that she's created in her head that gives her safety and comfort, which is a beautiful thing, but also you can feel this regret as well from it, though. There's a lot of sorries, you know? Sorry that I do this, but I had to do this. That is a stunning metaphor. It's like when you've been alone and you've had to self-soothe, it feels really fucking scary to let someone else in and be that for you. It's like, no, I have created this pearl inside of me because I've had to. I had to create this protection and this source of safety within myself because I didn't get it where I needed to get it, where I deserve to get it. And then when someone comes in, it's like it feels threatening almost in a way. Wow. It's so interesting because it's so self-aware. It's like, I know I'm doing this, but like, I don't know how to stop because this is the only safety I've found. This is what I had to do. So how do I drop that? How do I let go of everything that I learned? Again, I loved how that one sounded. I'm really, really, really connecting sonically to this. Like, obviously, I'm also loving the lyrics because I'm talking for hours about it, but sonically, I will say this is like, maybe this will end up being my favorite. I don't know. I'm really connecting to it, the way it sounds, as well as the poetry. Lonesome Love. Ooh, okay.
I'll call you to see you again so I can win and this can finally end.
So I can win.
Spend an hour on my makeup to prove something.
Right? It sounds like the same thing. It's like I have to win. I have to win in this relationship. And by winning, it's going to be me being the one to break things off. I'm going to show up with amazing makeup. I'm going to look so hot. I'm going to end things so that I can feel like I've won.
Walk up in my high heels, all high and my
Okay, so she came determined that she was going to win, but all this person, just this person showing up and saying hello, she melts. Even though she, had psyched herself up this whole time, doing a whole ritual of doing her makeup, she walks in, this person is in her presence, and all of that done. I'm lost. I lost. That's what she's afraid of, the power that this person has over her, this feeling. It's scary. It's scary when you feel like someone has power over you, even though you're letting them have power over you. But you know when you feel like you can't control how you feel about someone, it's hard. It's really scary.
Nobody butters me up like you, and nobody fucks me like me.
Self-sabotage, right?
In the morning, in a taxi, I'm so very paying for. Why am I lonely for lonesome love?
Why am I lonely for lonesome love? Okay, so maybe she's worked herself into this state trying to be strong to end things with this person, because maybe this person is making her feel lonely within the relationship. Like, we don't know much about this person other than they said hello and she melts and she's lost. But from some of the context clues here, she's feeling lonely in this relationship, and she's wondering, like, why am I doing this to myself? All this person does is show up and my plans just completely change. But like, when I'm on my own and I can think clearly, I know that it doesn't feel good. I know that it doesn't feel right, but I can't, I, I just, why am I lonely for lonesome love? Like, why can't I just end this? Just find the confidence in myself to end this and move on to someone where I don't feel like that. But it's an endless loop because I'm lonely. And so the loneliness makes it hard to end something with someone, because even if you feel lonely in the relationship, at least they're kind of there. But in the back of your mind and your soul that it's not right, that your needs are still not being met. But you put up with it because at the time it feels better than not having anything at all and then having to sit with yourself, because that's even scarier sometimes than the distraction of being with someone, even if it's someone that you know is not right for you. Wow, profound.
Am I lonely for lonesome love? Why am I lonely?
And it's a loop, right? It just keeps looping. It feels hard to get out of. Beautiful. God. Like I said, there's such short little songs, but there's so much to think about in each one. Like, thank God they're short, to be honest, because there's enough. There's enough to just grab onto in this, in these short amount of lyrics. And so I'm glad she's not afraid to do that. It's in the same way as like poetry. Like, sometimes poetry can be like super long if you've got like so much to write about, but then like sometimes the most impactful things are like a poem that's like 3 or 4 lines, and you're like, shit, I could write an essay about that. It's I'm glad that she just kind of goes with her gut on these things and doesn't try to make things structured or like it should be this or it shouldn't be that. I really respect her as an artist in that way, that she just does what feels right. I love that. about her. Okay, remember my name.
I gave too much of my heart tonight.
Okay.
Can you come to where I'm staying and make some extra love that I can save till tomorrow's show? 'Cause I need somebody to remember my name after all that I can do for them is done. I need someone to remember me. I need something bigger.
That is so interesting. I need someone to remember my name after all that I can do for them is done. So this feeling of it's like it's a reciprocity. It's a lack of reciprocity. It's yeah, feeling like she has to do something to be loved. That's not love, by the way. If you feel like you have to do something in order to feel loved by someone, that's not love. True love is unconditional, is what I've learned. But it's rare. Fuck, it's rare. It is so rare. I've only come across it once. And there's a reason why I keep holding on to it. All that bullshit at the beginning. It's because it's the only time I've ever felt unconditional love for someone. Anyways, it is a total human feeling. Can someone just fucking remember my name after all that I can do for them is done? Like, why do I have to feel like my worth is tied to the things I do? Because it's not. You're worthy. You, Mitski, you, person who's watching this video, me, person who's delivering this video, we're all worth it without doing anything, just by being here. You are enough and you are worthy. I know this society and the way that we're brought up, a lot of us, the way we're programmed, the way we're socialized. We're socialized, especially in a capitalist society, that our worth is tied to the things that we do, the tasks that we do, the achievements the papers with our name on it that we achieve. Like, it's all bullshit. You're worthy just by being you. I promise you. But fuck, it's really hard to get to that. I'm still not even there, to be honest. I'm still working on it. There's a reason I fucking meditate every goddamn day of my life. Because it's hard. It's hard to like remember this shit. Oh, I feel this in my bones. Okay, let's keep going because I could talk about this for hours. This is really interesting though. Can you come to where I'm staying and make some extra love? I gave too much of my heart tonight. It's so interesting because she is so protective of her heart. So it's interesting hearing that, like, that fear of giving too much.
In the sky, hold it in my arms and know it's mine. Just how many stars will I need to hang around me to find me? Call it heaven.
Oh, interesting. I need something bigger than the sky. Like, she's looking for this. She doesn't, it's like trying to figure out what love is, trying to put a definition to it. And especially most of us who weren't really given, like I said, a lot of us were given a lot of care and a lot of affection in some ways. Some of us not even those things. But like real true love is unconditional, in my opinion. And like I said, go read that book. It will, I've only read a few chapters and my brain is already like, oh shit. Yeah, it just feels like she's trying to like define, like, I know I long for this thing that I don't even know what it looks like, what it feels like, but I desire it though, because it's so human. It's like we want love, but most of us were never taught how to give and receive love. I think love is more of an action, less of a feeling. To give and receive love, it's an action. And most of us were not taught that. It's depressing. It sounds really good. Like I said, the good thing is that when I'm really vibing with something sonically, and if it's like too depressing for me lyrically, I can just like turn off the lyrics in my brain if I don't feel like really feeling something and just enjoy it sonically. So that's what I'm feeling about this record, is that it's like super enjoyable on multiple accounts for me. So I feel like even if I don't feel like really getting into the heart, the deepness of it, and I just want to like put it on and vibe out to it, I feel like that is accessible for me as well, which is why I'm loving it. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Ooh, I want to go back because that was a cool transition. Yes.
After all that I can do for them is done, I need someone to remember me. I need something bigger than the sky. Hold it in my arms and know it's mine. Just how many stars will I need to hang around me to finally get somewhere I can be all done somewhere like heaven.
Ooh, there's some interesting distortion happening there. I was thinking my dogs were barking. Some of the noises, I was like, I was thinking, but they're the two little angels there on the couch. They're not barking. That was literally the the song. Interesting. Okay. I'm loving this. I'm loving this record so far. Okay. Me and my husband. This Oh. A breath out at the start of the song, it always just like it terrifies my nervous system because I'm like, okay, if we're having to breathe out like that, that means something. That means something. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. Ooh, I love how this sounds. Okay.
I steal a few breaths from the world for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I'll be nothing forever. And all of my memories and all of the things I have seen will be gone. With my eyes, with my body, with me. But me and my husband, we're doing better. It's always been just him and me together. So I bet all I have on that furrowed brow, and at least in this lifetime we're sticking together. Me and my husband, we're sticking together.
Oh, fuck. This feels like the delusional wife that's pretending everything is okay when it's not actually fucking okay. Oh, God. Or am I just cynical? Maybe I'm just cynical, but that's what it feels like to me. I steal, because we're like stealing. We're feeling like we have to steal. First of all, using the word I steal a few breaths, to me, paints the entire picture right there. Because I'm sorry, you don't have to steal breaths, right? That is your right. Being a human, we're on this planet. There's plenty of oxygen, hopefully, for now. You know, you don't have to feel like you're stealing breaths. That is your birthright, right? You are allowed to breathe, and you're allowed to take some breaths, right? So that just paints the picture right there, where this character that she's writing from, this perspective, is someone who feels like they're taking up more space. They feel like they shouldn't be taking up space, like they have to apologize for taking up space, which I know is a very common experience of women, of us feeling like we can't take up space. Then I'll be nothing forever, and all my memories and all of the things I have seen will be gone, with my eyes, with my body, with me. So she's, the way you lose yourself in someone is what I'm getting. But on the, on the positive, I'm with my husband and things are, they're doing so much better. And so even though I've completely lost myself and I have no fucking clue who I am, I have this man here beside me, and that makes my life, that gives my life purpose. Right? Blink, blink. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm just super cynical. It's possible. That's what it feels like to me. Losing yourself. It sounds so fucking good though. Like, it does give the like Stepford wife kind of vibe that I guess is that it's making me think of lyrically, because there's like a, I don't know, a jolliness to it, but it's so much more insidious beyond the surface, beneath the surface. It's really cool. I really like this one. It's so interesting to me.
I am the idiot with a painted face in the corner taking up space.
What the fuck? I literally just talked about taking up space, Mitski. I'm on your brainwave. That is so validating to me. Sorry. That just feels super validating that I literally just talked about this from the first verse. So it makes me feel like I'm on the right track, on the right brain space with this. Okay, cool. Yeah. Fuck, I love this.
When he walks in, I am loved, I am loved. Me and my husband, we're doing better. It's always been just him and me together. So
I bet all I have on that furrowed brow.
in this lifetime,
We're sticking together.
We're
We're doing better.
Me and my husband, we're sticking together. Me and my husband, we're doing better.
Yeah, so this character does it, but when he walks in, I am loved, I am loved. And that's what she's holding on to. Instead of trying to create that sense of love and safety and security within self that we all have access to. It's fucking hard to do, but we all have access to it. Instead of doing that, she holds on to this feeling that this person gives her. And honestly, it's a common experience. Again, this is no judgment on this character because, like I said, it's such a common human experience. For most of my life, this was me. I've only just recently tried to get away from this idea. Only recently. And I'm still, it's hard. Learning to love yourself, because I feel like, like we were talking about with the love thing, where it's like, where I was saying most of us really haven't learned to give or receive love. It's like, what I'm learning as I'm on my journey is it's got to start with yourself, and even just learning how to give and receive love to yourself. It's been a tough journey. It's been a multiple year journey for me since I have had the conscious decision to work on this daily. It's been years, and I'm still not where I want to be in that. Like, which probably sounds daunting, but I will say, even though I'm making it sound awful, the journey sound awful, I will say it's all worth it. It's all been worth it to me. Like, I wouldn't want to go back to not, but I will be honest, it's a tough fucking journey as well. Cool. I loved that one. I'm loving this record so far. Yeah. Jeez. It all started with Geyser, where the geysers just exploded on me on that one. Okay, Come Into the Water. I love water imagery, so I'm excited. Here we go. Come into the water.
Come into the water. Do you wanna be my baby? Are you waiting to touch me? You look so good, but I keep my hands till you come into the water. Maybe I'm the same as all those men writing songs of all their dreaming. But would you tell me if you want me? 'Cause I can't move until you show me. I didn't know I had a dream. I didn't know until I saw you. So would you tell me if you want me? 'Cause I can't move until you show me.
Interesting. So I associate water to do with emotions. As an archetype, water is normally, seen as representing emotions. And so it feels like the perspective of this character that she's writing about. And I mean, there again, context clues with maybe in the past having these tendencies of like overprotecting your heart, running away from emotions, running away from connections. We can also say that, I feel like maybe I didn't know I had a dream. I didn't know until I saw you. Then this character meets this person that breaks down some of that desire to run away. It's like the risk maybe the risk of not being with this person then becomes more scary than the risk of being hurt by this person, right? And so then sometimes people with these more runner tendencies might start to heal because it's like I said, the risk of not being with this person, because it just feels maybe there's like some kind of more like soul bond that's going to help them, come out of some of these patterns, which is beautiful. But it feels like I just need you to, there's still this hesitancy of just diving right in. I need you, can you just tell me if you want me? Because I can't move until you show me. I don't want to fully take that risk until I know that at least you want me to. Just wanting them to show, to give a sign of, that it's safe. It's safe to kind of take the leap. That was really interesting. Okay. Nobody.
My God, I'm so lonely, so I owe
Yeah.
Did its people want too much too? Did its people want too much? And I don't want.
It's interesting because we were talking about just the, not just love in a individualistic way. We've been really talking about love this whole, like, I have been talking about just the lack of love just by everybody in society, of like not knowing how to give and receive love. Like, that's been what I've been talking about, and it's really interesting now to have that come into it. Like I said, I feel like I'm on her brainwave right now, because that just feels like yes, she started it out in an individualistic way where it's like, I'm feeling so lonely, so this is what I'm doing. But now it's like she's getting more thinking about it as being a bigger problem, like a more macro lens of just love in general. It's really interesting. I love that. This is a really cool song. I love this.
Pity, I just want somebody near me. I guess I'm a coward. I just
No, not at
want
all.
to feel alright.
It's like the most human thing to want connection.
I know no one will save me. I just
But again, that's another kind of symptom of our society and this, capitalistic individualism, where it's like you can just do everything yourself. It's balance. It's always balance. Yes. I mean, I've talked a lot about like finding love and safety within yourself. So in that way, that's very individualistic. But to me, you do that, and then you become primed and ready, and your heart being open to let connection to come in. Because to me, the point of finding love and safety within yourself is not to live as a hermit for the rest of your life. Although if that's what you want to do, you do you, right? But I think the general desire of most humans as a collective is to crave connection and community. But you do need to do the work on yourself first in order to show up in those connections and build that community in a healthy way. So it's so interesting, but it's like, it's such a, that feeling of, guess I'm a coward, feeling like a coward because you crave connection. Because in society, we're told that we can do everything by ourselves. It's so interesting. I mean, and I would argue that is in some ways a control tactic, because the 1% of people who kind of have the power and ownership over everything, it doesn't serve them for us to actually form community and kind of gain, because that is power, right? Forming community and forming healthy connections and talking about the bullshit and not being divided over blaming who's to blame for most things? That 1%. But here we are divided and fucking arguing over everything else, right? To come together in that class consciousness is so scary for those people. If we actually started working together and finding community within each other, if we actually started learning to love others, that's fucking scary for that 1%, because that is powerful. They have power over us. Anyways, I didn't know I would go on a rant about capitalism, but here we are. Yeah, it just made me think of that. Guess I'm a coward. I just want to feel alright. No, you're not. You're fucking human. It is so normal and human to crave love and connection. Don't let anyone tell you that you're a coward for that. Anyways, Let's move on.
Need someone to kiss. Give me one good honest kiss and I'll be alright. Nobody, nobody, nobody,
Ooh, I love how this sounds.
nobody, ooh, nobody, nobody, nobody.
Ah, it's heart-wrenching though, but it sounds so good. As most Mitski songs are, right?
I've been big and small and big and small and big and small
Yeah.
again, and still nobody wants me. Still
I've tried everything. I've tried being, taking up space in the world and being loud and this, and I've also tried like not doing that and being small and like I've tried everything. Still nobody wants me. Yeah. I feel that.
nobody wants me, and I know no one will save me. I'm just asking for a kiss.
I just want connection.
Give me one good movie kiss and I'll be alright.
Ah, I totally get that. Yes.
Nobody, 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 ooh, nobody, 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 nobody.
It's criminal how good this fucking sounds. I want to cry, but it sounds too good. That was like the dissociation song. Fuck. God damn it. That was like, that perfectly encapsulated that chronic. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's painful. Oh, that's painful. Fuck. That encapsulates that enduring, deep, chronic loneliness that you can feel. That's there, that's always fucking there. But because you have to move on, because you have to keep going, you can't sit. You can't sit. I mean, you can fucking become depressed, like it's happened to me before, but also you get through that depression and you realize, and you start doing all the things, you know what I mean? Like I said, I go to therapy, I do all the things I was talking about, I do all the things, the journaling, I do all the things. But the things, they don't help that deep, chronic desire. For connection. And God, that just encapsulated it, because it's like I said, it's like I want to cry, but but sonically it was like masking what you really feel, because that's what you do when you have this chronic ache, loneliness. Because like I said, I could show up every day and be like, oh, I'm fucking lonely, my life sucks, blah, 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 and like drown in that. But no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that. So yes, I go out and I find joy, and I, make a conscious effort to find happiness, joy, gratitude, love everything around me, love everyone that I am in connection with. but in many ways it still sticks with you. Like over top of that kind of, I don't want to call it a mask because it's not a mask. Like I said, I'm truly truly finding a lot of joy in my life, and a lot of gratitude. That's not a mask. That's true and that's authentic. But again, it doesn't cover up the fact that there's still that deep ache. And I don't know, that song just seemed to encapsulate that for me perfectly, both lyrically and sonically. Does that make sense? Does any of that make sense? I don't know. I feel it deep in my fucking bones. It's hard for me to explain though. God, this has brought up so many deep emotions. Holy shit. I'm lonely too. Nobody is right. Fuck! God damn it. Okay. Pink in the Night. Here we go.
I glow pink in the night in my room. I've been blossoming alone over you.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And I hear my heart breaking tonight. I hear my heart breaking tonight. Ooh. Do you hear it too? It's like a summer shower with every drop of rain singing, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I could stare at your back all day. I could stare at your back all day. And I know I've kissed you before, but I didn't do it right. Can I try again, try again, try again, try again and again and again and again and again and
God, just another, like, just absolutely stunningly beautiful song. But again, oh my God, these ones that are just about like deep longing and regret and wanting to restart, wanting to try again, they're not good for my heart right now. They're very triggering for me. But I feel it. I feel every emotion that she's portraying here. What a beautiful song. Yeah. I can only cry about this so many times in one day, right? In one reaction, though, so I'm kind of like numb to it. But this is absolutely stunningly beautiful and raw. So I have a reverence for it. Okay. A horse named Cold Air. Interesting. Mm.
a lake with no fish
Oh.
is the heart of a horse named Cold Air, who, when young, would run like a storm. They would say,
this is giving me chills everywhere.
Circled the same old sin.
As we do. Very human thing. Oh, literal chills. This line, tale as old as time, at least from my perspective, from my experience in life, which I don't even have that much of, like maybe more than some of you. I know the demographic that watches my videos are, I mean, I have people that are older than me, people that are the same age, but I have a lot of people that are younger than me. So maybe I do have a little bit more experience than some of you, but 38 years is not that long to be on the planet, I guess, is my point. I'm still young in many ways, so I don't know. I still don't know the meaning of life. Trying to find it, though. But from the experience that I do have, that is the encapsulation of life. I thought I'd traveled a long way, but I had circled the same old sin. Because life is cycles, right? So sometimes it feels like you just keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. And you do. You actually do. You will continue to repeat the same patterns until you consciously make a choice to break that pattern. But fuck, it's hard. Because those patterns, because you keep repeating those patterns, there's a safety and a comfortability in those patterns. Because at least you know what the result of that pattern will be. Even if it's like uncomfortable or not great or negative in some way, you know what to expect. And when you know what to expect, that's when you get blocked. That's when you feel like it's hard to move on from those patterns, because the known shitty thing sometimes feels less scary than opening your mind to something new but unexpected. Because traveling the road that's unknown, you're like, fuck, I don't know. I don't know what this is going to bring me. It could, like, here's the thing. It could bring me my fucking dreams, my wildest dreams that I could possibly imagine if you travel that road, right? The unknown. It could bring you your fucking dream life. But your ego mind comes in and goes, yeah, but it could also bring you more pain and suffering and awful things that you could even imagine. That's the thing about the unknown. It's unknown. You're walking in the dark. You don't know. That's scary. So you keep repeating the same cycles because at least you know, you have an idea of the worst things that could happen. Because you have experience. So it becomes this endless loop of just doing the same fucking thing over and over again, but you're miserable on that hamster wheel. But it's so scary to get off that hamster wheel. But we all have a choice. So it just made me think of that. just light, light conversation. Like I said, sometimes poetry in only a few lines can, clearly those few words, I could fucking write a whole goddamn essay about. 6,000 word essay, I could write about that. Beautiful. I'm so dramatic. There you go, the passion dump of an autist. There you go, I'm dumping all my passion on you today. It feels good, but fuck, this is a lot. A lake with no fish. a lake with no fish. An empty lake, really. I mean, it's not empty because it's got the water, but I think there's like this emptiness is what we're talking about. The heart of a horse named Cold Air, who when young would run like a storm, they would say. Yeah, I think that to me, what I'm interpreting that as is the feeling of almost like regret of when you felt more free when you were young, wanting to get back to that place when you were younger and more carefree and the world had more, felt like it had more opportunities. It's like the world is your oyster, that whole idea. I feel like often we're trying to get back to that mindset, as we should, I think, because there's a beautiful innocence in being young and having that hope and having that sense of freedom. We can create that, but it starts with going within and finding that essence, that true essence, without all the goddamn programming everyone does on us all the time. Socialization, it's really hard to rid yourself of it, but it's possible. Anyways, those are my like I said, my very shallow thoughts on that very shallow poem. I'm just kidding. Clearly. Okay, Washing Machine Heart. This has got so many streams. Amazing. Okay, here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, fun. Ooh, I'm needing this. Yeah, I needed this. I needed this. I needed this. Pick me up. Thank you, Mitski. Thank you, thank you, thank you. After that, I needed this. Let's do it again. We're gonna enjoy this. Okay. Whew. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Feel like the way that your heart is like activated by certain people, certain souls, it literally feels like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like not everyone does that. It's like the way that your heart, like I said, activates, and all of a sudden you like feel it. You just feel more than you're used to, and you're like, yes, please, like I'll take it. Toss your dirty shoes, and I will like bask in that. I don't know. That's how I feel with this. It's so interesting. I love that. I love that analogy. I needed this pick me up. Thank God. Ooh, I like that. Well, I mean, I was having fun until She hit us with, I know who you pretend I am. Why not me? Why not me? Well, that sucks. Baby, though I've closed my eyes, I know who you pretend I am. Fuck, no. I hate that. I hate that feeling of being unwanted, undesired. I hate that I relate to that, but I hate that she feels that. But it's a very common human experience. Shit. Okay. Next one. Blue light. We're getting through it. So we're staying strong today.
Somebody kiss me, I'm going crazy. I'm walking round the house naked, silver in the night, singing do do
Out there, I'm a sharp knife. Again, she's had to protect herself, be on the defensive, and maybe on the offensive in some ways, right? If she's a sharp knife, are you that blue light, the blue light, right? That sees beyond, that sees through her, sees her, really truly sees her. I need someone to actually see who I actually am. I know I play this part out in the world. I do it because I need to protect myself, but can you be that person that actually sees me down to my soul's essence? That's all I want. It's all most of us want. Fuck, that's beautiful. So interesting. Very interesting. That one just felt like this like random stream of consciousness almost, where like you're not like, again, it's like that overtaking ache that just kind of stays with you always throughout your day. It's not like you're sitting there feeling depressed about these things all the time. It's just like they're passing thoughts that kind of stay with you under the surface. That felt like that to me. Okay, we are on the final track, I think, right? Yeah, 2 slow dancers. I think that was the final one. Yeah. Here we go. This is the longest one, too.
Does it smell like a school gymnasium in here? It's funny how they're all the same. It's funny how you always remember, and we've both done it all 100 times before. It's funny how I still forgot. It would be 100 times easier if we were young.
Interesting. I feel like it would be 100 times easier if we were young again. I feel like maybe that's pointing to when you're older, yes, you have a lot more experience, but you also have a lot more baggage to work through. And so, when you are dating and you're older, at an older age, it's like you, especially if the person isn't willing to work on healing those things and kind of work on growing from some of those experiences, then it feels like it gets just so complicated because you're taking on somebody else's baggage and they're taking on your baggage as well. And it just feels like, man, it would just be easier if we just completely had a clean slate in that way. That's kind of how that's resonating with me, but I'm not exactly sure.
But as it is, and it is,
As it is, and it is.
we're just two slow dancers, last ones out. We're two slow dancers, last ones out.
Beautiful.
And the ground has been slowly pulling us back down. You see it on both our skin. We get a few years and then it wants us back. It would be 100 times easier if we were young again. But as it is, and it is.
Oh, yeah, to think that we could stay the same. Yeah, it's like wanting to hold on to this beautiful moment again. This is not the first time we've talked about this either. But it feels like getting lost in a moment. Like it makes me think of especially like the metaphor of two slow dancers and then talking about like the ground pulling them back down. It feels like having this moment of dreaming of like being in each other's orbits and feeling like you're floating even just for a moment, and it feels so beautiful, but then it's like reality hits and you're pulled back down from that bubble. That's what that feels like to me, or how it's resonating with me. The ground has been slowly pulling us back down. You see it on both our skin. We get a few years and then it wants us back. Again, that fleeting happiness. She's so afraid. I mean, we got that in puberty too, right? A lot. That feeling of just being so afraid of being happy, because knowing that from previous experience, when's the other shoe gonna drop? And just feeling consumed by that instead of allowing, being present, right? And just allowing it to wash over you. Oh, yeah.
To think that we could stay the same. To think
You're just wanting to capture that moment.
we could stay the same. To think that we could stay the same. But we're two slow dancers, last ones out. We're two slow dancers.
That was beautiful. Oh, yeah, that really captured a lot. That really told a story. Be the Cowboy. I don't want to get dramatic or talk too soon, but that might be my favorite so far, if I'm being completely honest with you. Just the subject matter and sonically, it was just everything that I like. I know that might not be like the popular opinion, but I am obsessed with this record. God. I mean, I don't think I was gonna say, what do I say to wrap it up? I don't know. I talked for fucking 2 hours and 18 minutes about 32 minutes of song, so I probably said enough. So I'm not gonna, talk too much more because my brain is still processing anyway. But Geyser absolutely destroyed me. Why didn't you stop me? Oh, yeah, that's the one I went on and on about anxious and avoidant attachment. Old friend, interesting. Yeah. Oh, a pearl. I love that metaphor. Lonesome Love. Now I'm just going through all of them. But yeah, I pretty much loved all of them, so that's fine. Lonesome Love. Oh my God. Yeah. Me and my husband was so interesting. Nobody. I fucking loved that one. A horse named Cold Air. That poetry was everything. Machine Heart was sonically so cool, but then still fucking devastating. And yeah, Blue Light was cool too. Yeah, I literally love them all. But I guess the ones like really sticking out to me, if I had to make choices, Geyser, A Pearl, Me and My Husband, Nobody, Two Slow Dancers would be my favorites at this moment. But I'm not even lying about that I literally loved them all. Shit. That that was everything. That was beautiful. Be the Cowboy. Yeah. I'm going to have a think on that. Like I said, I'm still everything is like a big muddy mess in my head right now, so I can't even conceptualize it from a bird's eye view and thinking about title and all the themes, but it is what it is. We'll talk about it more as this era goes on. We're going to do music videos and lives and stuff like that. So I'm excited to hear all your thoughts. That was a really vulnerable reaction, as they usually are with Mitski. So thank you for being here and, helping me to create a space where, we're safe. Not only me, but I know a lot of you feel empowered and safe to express your emotions in the comments as well. So I feel like we've collectively created this beautiful space of safety in expressing emotion. And I think that's really beautiful. So thank you for being a part of that. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week. I will see you for the next video.